All right, fellas, yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. We are back for another day of the PokeForce demo. This is not your typical stream recap. Yo, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. This is PokeForce, the new up-and-coming, possibly best Pokemon MMO. I think when it fully releases, which is not really quite close to yet, it'll be the second best Pokemon MMO on release in my personal opinion, behind PokeMMO, and then maybe one day it takes over PokeMMO, but that's years of development down the line. I think it's pretty rare something, you know, it's outshines something when it's so new. It needs the same time, care, and effort that was put into PokeMMO. But I'm excited to explore today to see if the battle system is working better. Yesterday, it was the biggest problem of the game by far, and I was really honest about that and upfront. Battling was pretty much impossible yesterday on day one of launch. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't good, didn't look good. However, there's still a lot of positives to PokeForce, right? Number one, the fact that it's the battle engine is just like broken. It's easy fix or difficult fix, but it's an obvious fix, and that's a really important thing to keep in mind. Number two, I guess, the skilling in stacking of mechanics with skilling was some of the most satisfying I've seen in a game aside from RuneScape, and I loved that so fucking much. The pixel art and the aesthetic of PokeForce is pretty damn amazing and pretty darn comfy. I know a lot of Stardew players really enjoy this sort of, look at this, like smithing area. I love this little section in this little hut. So we're gonna be testing out, just trying to learn more things. Several people already have the Petal Cloak. Wow, I am shocked to hear that. That's pretty crazy. Is PokeForce worth trying? Yeah, of course. It's worth trying, in my opinion. It's up to you. I mean, if you want to go for the vanities, if you want to wait until full release to play it, I think that's fine. It's worth trying if you want to try it. I don't know. It's hard. It's free to play, you know. But your progress is not saved. If you get a shiny, like, it's not saved. Pokeyen not saved. The main thing is getting the exclusive vanities that will carry over to release. No progress is saved except for the exclusive vanities. Someone said, would be sick if you got sponsored by PokeForce. So I actually don't like often getting sponsored by other Pokemon MMOs, unless it's like when I already wanted to play or try. But I mean, PokeForce would be that example, but I wouldn't really want that, because then it just clouds my review. It clouds my judgment. It clouds my ability to, like, if I was sponsored by them, I probably would be censored to some degree, or it probably would be harder for me to express a genuine opinion. And there's not really an incentive for them to do it either. It's usually better. We kind of like a mutually beneficial partnership, me and most any other Pokemon MMOs that I try. You know, I make videos covering the content, hopefully make it interesting, hopefully bring more players in, and then hopefully they make a better game and make good content. I try to give good critique of games and encourage people to play games when I think they're worth it, and not when I don't think they are. Yesterday I was pretty honest, where I was like, I don't know if PokeForce is worth playing right now. If the battle system's broken, it's probably not worth the average person's time. Right now, if the battle system is back to being, you know, fixed, I think it could be really worth it to try, but it's only if you really care about the exclusive vanity. I think it's super fair to just keep an eye on the progress, watch videos, watch content, watch streams, etc., and learn about the game while playing whatever games you want to, and then when it fully releases, diving in. Now, something just happened that was actually really fucking cool. You get random encounters from skilling in PokeForce. So I was just chopping down a tree, and as I was chopping down that tree, I randomly got a Zubat, which that was pretty cool in my opinion. So I like seeing stuff like that. We're gonna rock throw against this. I need to catch some more Pokemon. My Pokemon party, that was a good KO on us. I'm happy to see. Onyx is pretty weak offensively, weirdly, right? My team right now is strange. My team right now is Onyx, Rattata, Sandshrew, Chingling, Wooper, and Mankey. I've got to level these guys up. Especially I think my Onyx could actually be really strong here. Our main goal is to obtain the 3 gym badges. Yeah, there was a few people expressing the opinion they just shouldn't have put up the test. I think they're like, you know, as a fair argument or opinion for all sides, right? But I think they should have. It made sense. Like, people were like, oh, if the battle system was broken, why'd they even launch the thing? They didn't know it was broken. They actually delayed the release of the launch because there was still a broken part of the battle system that they fixed, and then something else broke, right? And they thought it'd be easier to fix, and it took them a while, and they ended up, from my understanding, fixing it. And then there was another battle bug problem, and it takes player testing. It takes mass numbers of players. 1,000 players online yesterday. It takes 1,000 players to play the game and see, right? There's 30 people on the PokeForce staff, which is still honestly a really impressive, really good number. That's way more than people working on PokeMMO. But when you have play testing with 30 people versus 1,000, you just find way more fucking things. I think this is the perfect time to find massive problems, like, once again, battling just not working. And now the devs worked on it night and day yesterday. Now it's working. Now it seems to be fine, right? So it takes time and energy to find problems, solve them. If the devs found this problem yesterday in the battle, it wasn't working today, I would have been a lot more bummed, right? I would have been a lot more frustrated. That's frustrating. But when game developers are finding problems and fixing them, I'm sorry, but what are we complaining about as players? My brain is like, isn't that what we want? Isn't that like exactly what players want? I feel like sometimes gamers want to like have their cake and eat it too, where it's like, oh, I want to like complain at a game, nag about a game having problems, which, sometimes problems are really bad. But then also when they fix it, I don't want to acknowledge that. Like, come on, like it's, I think the PokeForce devs are doing a good job. I think it's good to critique devs where there's room for critique, but also praise when they're doing a good job. Okay, but I think I just go ahead and attempt this gym. I'm level 8. I don't know what the levels of the gyms are. This is all about testing and just trying things. Is this the way to it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna try to enter or fight the gym in some way, see if we can. Our main goal right now, gauntlet challenge. Can I even go in here? Okay, we can enter. Oh yeah, yesterday this person had the sprite of a Rotom-Mow. I remember. Okay. Bug Pokemon are so cute, don't you think? Okay, we have our first gym fight. It's simply going to be a gauntlet of trainers as opposed to just one big gym leader. They sent out a Metapod, level 7. I don't know if they're scaled to our level or what I need to do about that. This guy has 3 Pokemon. I'm going to go ahead and just curse up as much as possible. We're against Metapod. I should be fine to do so. He's going to tackle me. Yeah, it's going to be worth to go ahead and curse up here. I don't know if I have any potions. He's already doing only 1 damage to me, actually. It might be worth to go ahead and just start attacking, because my defense raises won't matter. My attack raises will, but I can 2-shot there. I think my Onix might be able to actually clear here. I ended up blitzing all the gyms last time. Their Graveler, Judith, or Smackdown and Bulldoze. Yeah, dude, someone said, yeah, if all the levels scale as your party does, so the order shouldn't matter. I didn't realize all the trainer fights scale based on your Pokemon's level. That totally changes all of the strategy and all of you could probably speed run this demo like pretty darn well. That's really, really, really impressive. Not sure how I feel about scale level, to be honest. It's cut down the grind levels, but also probably makes it way easier. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it. But I'm assuming it's a demo only thing. Scaling might be limited to demo. Yeah, I can't imagine this would be the real game. I think that's I really doubt it. I bet this is only for the demo, and I don't love that either. Even for a demo, I'm gonna be honest, I don't love the scaling because it makes it, you don't have to go grind for levels. Which some people might like, but like I think that's an important part of Pokemon, is being like, okay, I could beat this gym. Deciding in a Pokemon game, storyline game especially, I could beat this gym in 3 ways. I could go force level my Pokemon, I could change my strategy with the Pokemon that I already have, or I could go catch a new Pokemon to like change my team, right? That's usually like the main few things of Pokemon you can factor in. Watch me get obliterated by this Silcoon and actually totally change my mind and say that we should definitely have level scaling and it's perfect. But I'm a little surprised by that. If everything is level scale, then leveling might as well not exist. Yes. Scaling will be in the real game, but there will be a level cap during the full game. Interesting. But the first trainer is defeated. My Onix did lose about half of its HP, but we still have a bunch of other Pokemon in the back. I don't know if they'll be as effective or as good as my Onix. I'm just gonna keep carrying on, continuing forward. This is trainer number 2 in the gauntlet. Okay, I really appreciate this from the PokeForce dev. I see what you're saying about the minimum level range. We'll look into that. I really appreciate that. I mean, that's, once again, PokeForce has been super receptive. I feel like you can do scaling in a Pokemon storyline, but you need some sort of minimum level range. Otherwise, if there's no reason to do any sort of grinding, any sort of trainer fights, it would become meta to just like speedrun, which like is fine, but I feel like this sprint should be a little more challenging. You should have to level up. I feel like a huge part of Pokemon is leveling up, gaining power to get to the next stage, get to that next checkpoint of gym runs, right? If I could just beat Brock at level 10 or whatever, and then just go straight to Misty and she'll scale down to my level Pokemon, why would I fight any? Like, I would just dodge as many trainers as possible, dodge as many wild battles. It wouldn't be satisfying to me and fun to me to be like fighting the Elite Four at like level 30, because I just like went to each trainer and just like used broken Pokemon to have really powerful strategy. I feel like you've got to have a minimum level, could work for sure. I was focused on players not over leveling rather than under leveling. Yes, that's my, yeah. and feedback taken on board. Dude, I fucking appreciate the hell out of that. Like, PokeForce has been in chat though. Like, this is, once again, every time I'm like, hey man, like, I'm a little disappointed in you, PokeForce. Like, this is something I'm concerned about as a player. PokeForce is always there to be like, okay, I see that. We'll look into it. Like, that's, or like, oh, you're totally right. We'll reverse that immediately. I feel like there's been so much. I'm glazing a lot, but like, coming from, I love PokeMMO, but it's polar opposites, the communication. Which, you know, has positives and negatives. Wait, this is an amazing bug that Rumel found. I don't know if this is a shop or green scarf. What is this? 2,967,764,000 Pokeyen? Bro, you found the mother lode. What is happening here? That is a weird bug screen. Thanks for sharing. All right, 2 trainers defeated in the gauntlet. Is this the final one? Or is this another trainer? I should say his name. We hop into it. Just says gym trainer. Okay. Sent out Venonat. I did lose my Onyx. 3 Pokemon to go. My Onyx did go down. I'm gonna hope I can at least, I'm either just XP trading, which is totally worth it and fine, or hopefully maybe able to beat this. We'll have to see. I think something I've really been noticing with this demo that's really standing out to me is that I've been, number one, glazing it more and praising it more, but also critiquing it more and calling out massive glaring issues. It's almost like, because we've added so much more to the games to the last demos, it's almost like when you add more content, there's just more room for success and more room for error. I think it's a big thing that's popping up, that's slowly coming into sight. There's just a lot more content in the game. I did not learn the move. That's unfortunate. I tried to learn Karate Chop there, and it didn't teach over Fury Swipes. Wait, no, maybe it didn't work there? Okay, wait, no, hello? I don't know what's happening. But yeah, there's been a lot more to talk about this demo compared to the previous ones, which is honestly, you know, probably a good sign. Wait, there's terrain set. They talked about this. I didn't know this was going to be in... Wait, that's so weird. I did not know that this was going to be in this update, this version of the demo, I guess, this game already. I clicked Rock Throw here as well. Okay, last time I clicked Rock Throw, but it did curse. There's a lot of battle bugs. The battle system is like pretty, you know, it's on a thin string, let's say. There's a lot of bugs to solve there. But there was terrain. I healed from the terrain. How do I tell if terrain is active? There's a lot of, you know, but it's a cool, I like the premise. They've talked about in the forums wanting to expand on terrain and having that be like a custom mechanic in certain PvM fights. It wouldn't exist in PvP from my understanding, but just in certain like gym fights. Basically just adding more unique elements to gyms in general and a little bit more of a puzzle for PvM to solve, which is really interesting. All right, doesn't like your Pokemon heal after each fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to abuse that. And here's the final trainer where we might be able to complete our first gym. It's a little funny that, once again, the battling system in general is kind of hanging by a thread. I think the devs are acknowledging that and just trying to fix it as much as possible. It's unfortunate that the main quest line, the main challenge of the event, is battle-based, right? But I do want to explore the other mechanics. The ground liquefies into a worthing mire. Do we see that little text box? So that is something to do with that's something to do with the terrain. And if the terrain is healing me, I want to super abuse the fact that I can set up curse here, and like that would be like really good. But I think like here, let me see. Onyx used curse. There we go. If the terrain's gonna heal me, I want to super abuse that, but we'll see if that actually is relevant. He's string-shotting to drop my speed. It's irrelevant if I'm just cursing. He has 4 Pokemon. This is the final fight. I think my best bet here is just to like curse up a million times and try to like one-shot everything for the most part. If any special attacker comes out, I'm in massive problems. But we'll go to +4 curse. +4 curse should make this pretty unlosable. But if you like an absorb Pokemon or something like that, it'll be a big problem, which very well might happen. Let's try this. Rock Throw. We're still faster. How is that possible? How are we still faster? I know obviously Onyx's base stat speed is fast, but I've been string shotted plus twice, plus 4 times cursed. That was strange. There he outsped. Okay. That was weird. Let's keep going. Okay. We're going to kill this Metapod here in a quick sec. I super agree with this. Not going to lie, the terrain idea sounds cool, but in practice, it's not there because we don't even see it yet. Not having a visual for something like terrain being tested is a massive problem. I super agree. I super agree. Yo, but I've been in meetings all day and just went down. How's the been so far? I do think my title that I put out today for the PokeForce Day 1 recap really encapsulates how it's been so far, to be super honest. I think it is a beautiful mess. I think that's, you know, it's not, if this game was fully released, I would have massive problems. If this game was had like microtransactions, I would be critiquing this in a way different way, you know. But the fact that this is just a demo, just a playtest where players can jump in and see what progress have been made and, you know, go for the limited exclusive vanity, I think it is showing a lot of promise, and that's what PokeForce has been doing for a long time, is showing a lot of promise, but it hasn't, and it's been able to deliver partially, but I'm curious to see like fully complete systems, you know. I think that's what we're all looking forward to, and that just takes time. I think it just needs time. The ideas are good, but still needs a lot of work. The game breaks too easily and battles just aren't done yet. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the devs are just they're using this test to collect data, see what needs to be solved, see all the problems, and help them work on it. So as long as the devs keep working hard, you know, should get a good product in months to years, you know. Could take a while. Okay, unfortunately, it seems like, yeah, it doesn't show if you've defeated a gym on your trainer card either. Another pretty big problem, unfortunately. Just a lot of work needed to be done, a lot of visual stuff. But that is Azalea. That's the Azalea City gym done for me. So next up is Ecruteak and Violet. That's our main goals for today. Yeah, another cool mechanic is the shop changes its inventory every single day. So like you're incentivized to like escape rope or head back to town, go check the items every day. For each player it's different, and then see what items would be beneficial to actually buy for your journey, which is really fucking cool. I'm gonna go ahead and buy all this because I have a bunch of yen and nothing to do with it. So you know what? Boom. We'll buy all that. We fill up our inventory though is the only problem. The inventory space is a little wonky. I'm sure that'll get fixed in the future, and I have a proper bag versus just like your little hockey bar. But I guess, oh no, view pouches. Oh, so they plan to like expand. That's cool. Very similar to Stardew, I feel like. Expand your inventory. Okay, shout out to Rumel and the PokeForce dev Jack for actually sharing this map. Otherwise, I think I would have been super fucking lost. I was in Azalea Town doing the gym. I'm at the bottom left of the map. I was like totally going the absolute wrong way. I was heading like southeast. I need to be going like north. Also, the map is way bigger than I realized. I've literally only, that's insane. Okay, do you see how massive this map is, right? I've only explored throughout the first 2 days this section. That's sickening. The map is way bigger than I realized. Holy crap. Oh, we gotta get to work. We gotta head. I think we have to head through the cave, it seems. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that was quite a cave. You had to go like northeast. You had to like really take your time and kind of get through that cave. That was not an easy journey. Shout out to Rumel and Tom for guiding me a little bit, honestly, on stream. That would have been a tough trek through that cave to eventually find the path. Everything is just so large in scale. It's really crazy. Now we're going northeast up to these. What is this little house here? What is the OT Lucario? We have nothing. Yeah, nothing on my PC still. Okay, we just carry on. We're on Route 32. I've heard Route 32 is pretty big. From what I've heard, every route just feels ginormous. Yeah, as I'm like making my way to the city, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry guys, I keep getting distracted and like chopping trees and like foraging stuff. And that's the benefit of having a skilling Pokemon game with the large routes, right? Is that throughout the large routes, you're gonna constantly, like, oh, it's a very big route. If you were just running through, it's like kind of boring, right? But if you're like, every time you're walking through a route, oh, here's a tree that I need to cut. Oh, here's like the flowers that I need to forage. I've been looking for this one for like a while. The hardy grains, like. That's an extra like element of exploration, almost like Minecraftian, where it's like when you're like exploring for like a new biome, maybe you like are trying to find a certain thing in Minecraft, like a new biome, like for like bamboo or a certain, you know, panda, like certain NPC, whatever. You kind of like get sidetracked and do all this stuff and go mine coal. Oh, you see exposed iron. Like that's the fun of exploring in Minecraft, and I'm getting that fun in a Pokemon game, which is weird, you know? PokeForce has bigger potential than PokeMMO, like, to be honest, or in my opinion. I think there's valid arguments to that. I did just get logged out. I did just get kicked out of the server for a second because of a bug. So we take it with a massive grain of salt. It's a big mess right now, but in terms of potential, I agree, because PokeForce is more willing to experiment, because PokeForce is more willing to do things that aren't traditional to Pokemon, and kind of expand, and they're more willing to try new things. PokeMMO is traditional and very static, and it has positives and negatives to that, where it's very consistent. It's like always going to be a great go back to game, a seasonal game. It's always going to be what you expect it to be, right? PokeForce is able to do a lot more things, add the skilling elements, add the quest things. There's a lot more PokeForce can do. That opens up more problems for bugs, more problems for development time, more problems for resources, energy, right? So it's all positives and negatives, but I think it's fair to say, like, when something is more complicated, yes, there is objectively more room, there's more potential, right? That it's very much harder to achieve that potential, but there is more potential for sure. So glad I checked the shop before the day changes. Great balls, ultra balls, yeah, those feel really important to pick up right now. Bronze nails, are those different from the nails I picked up previously? Yeah, I have bronze screws or nails. Oak logs, and just stone and copper. You can always sell stuff into the shipping crate as well. Okay, we found the golden Bellsprout bridge. I really have always loved this visual in Johto. This is, as someone who never grew up playing Johto, this one always stood out to me, playing it as an adult for the first time. Wait, this is an interesting situation. It said the door is locked. Try to enter anyways. Nope, still locked. But that was, I like that it gave you like the illusion of an option. That's kind of, obviously that implies there's gonna be like something there in the future. That's kind of interesting. How often in a game, oh, the door's locked, you want to try to enter, unless you're like lock picking, right, in Skyrim, but that was kind of cool. I've never seen that. Alrighty, we found the gym. This is gym number 2. This is Violet City. It's up to the northwest corner. If you're looking for it yourself over in Violet City, we go in here. I'm gonna jump into it. I don't know if it's scaled down to my level, which makes it all kind of easy. Once again, I'm surprised, but that's kind of a good thing. If you're like, you know what, I don't really want to play PokeForce that much right now. The battle system's a little too buggy. That's the part of the game that I care about the most versus skilling, where I care about skilling the most, honestly. So I want to test that more. But if you just want to speed run through to get the badges, it's probably perfect for you. Like, if you just want to speed run through just to get the limited vanity, it's actually probably like really easy to do that. Oh, that's so interesting. Jack, the PokeForce developer, said, yeah, rock type attacks should just straight up not work here due to the flying terrain. That's a crazy mechanic. I kind of love that. Have it so rock type attacks just don't work against the flying type gym. That's super interesting. But yeah, it's just, unfortunately, it seems like we're kind of beating the dead horse, right? But like, there was a bunch of really cool stuff they wanted to test battle wise with this demo, and then unfortunately it seems like fundamentally the battle system is just broken. It happens, man. That's game development. They've been earnest about it, honest about it, upfront about it. They're just trying to fix as many problems as possible this demo. Maybe we'll see something else in the future, you know. Yeah, someone asked how many total limited vanities have there been so far. So each demo they've done, you can get a limited vanity. 3 limited vanities so far. Yeah, so it's this, I think it's this one and 2 others. Is that correct, Jack? Yeah, absolutely. Good question. Perfect. The 3 vanities that have existed so far, those are the things that will carry over to the main game. There's the Delibird hat, the summer outfit, and now the cloak. I believe I've gotten, well, once I get this one, I've gotten all 3. That'll be a cool little collection. Yeah, so dude, shout out to Jack for actually going and diving and getting these numbers for me. So in terms of, it's really important for the markets like that when the game eventually releases, how many people actually got these vanities. Jack said that there's about only 1,000 Delibird hats. I think that's crazy. Like, that's a really, like, 1,000 Delibird hats will exist, and about 2,500 for the summer outfit, and we don't know yet for Petal Cloak. I'm really curious to see if there'll be less or more Petal Cloaks. I could see it going either way. Since, did I defeat her and now I can't go to the next zone? That would stink if it's bugged like that. Oh, man. Once again, massive battle bugs. It's been a very, 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 very messy demo when it comes to battling. But it's really just become a playtest thing. That's unfortunate. Yo, on a bright note, I haven't seen the trade screen yet. This is kind of cool. Rumel wishes to trade. How do I... The fact that they have this implemented is really impressive. There's a lot of like stuff where I'm like, wow, the fact they have this implemented is really impressive. Like this early on, the trading system, the skilling systems. We're beating the dead horse again and again. But the battle system is just in a really bad spot. The battle system is just severely wonky and busted right now. Okay, we got it to apparently they've reset the battle system. We're gonna fight this trainer again and try to unlock that stage and try to continue forward, try to get the second gym badge here. But it wouldn't surprise me if this event ends up with less people getting the vanity. not out of good reason, out of like sad reason, out of like frustrations of players not being able to complete things and not be able to fight the gyms and stuff like that. So, well, on a collector's note or an investor's note, it kind of could possibly make this vanity one of the rarer ones. So we'll keep that in mind, you know. Okay, yeah, the little red step dropped down. So it does seem like sometimes trading, this happened yesterday as well, trading people fixes certain bugs. I don't know what, it's very weird. There's certain things like trading, certain things like opening up other menus, pressing escape, etc., that does sometimes just fix bugs. So if you're stuck in situations like that, you could do a few of those things to try to figure them out, but it is just a frustrating, weird time at the moment where things are pretty buggy. All right, we made it to the second gym leader. We had to fight 3 or so trainers before her. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Hopefully my Onyx is healed. My Onyx has been carrying me. Leader Robin. Murkrow comes out. My Onyx has carried against both of these gyms. It makes sense. Like, it feels like rock types are just really, really good. The 3 typings of the gyms that you do have to fight are Bug, Flying, and Ghost. So 2 out of 3 of them are weak. Are literally weak to rock types. So rock types just seem super, super powerful in the demo. Did he just use Aerial Ace and miss? And then I used Rock Throw and missed? Aerial Ace isn't supposed to be able to miss, number 1. Rock Throw can miss, but that's... Now I outsped him randomly. There's a lot of weird stuff happening. The battles work. Your game no longer freezes. I was saying earlier, we've had a lot of progress. Yesterday, if you got into a battle, your game like froze every time. That was horrible, right? Now the day 2, the battles like less than... It's been, keep in mind, less than 24 hours since the demo has dropped, by the way. It dropped yesterday at 2:30 p.m. So the demo's only been up for 22 hours. And they've made it so battles at least function. And then they're trying to even out, they're trying to fix the bugs like throughout the actual fights themselves right now. Here, let me know what you guys think, chat, and comments if you're watching this stream recap, or please let me know. I would love to hear feedback on this. How do you guys feel when it comes to Pokemon? A lot of people think of it as like just combat and stuff like that, but I think if you're playing PokeForce, you're probably here for the non-combat functions. That's what makes this game so interesting, the skilling, right? How do you guys feel about possible quest lines? This would be a request to the PokeForce devs. How do you feel about, instead of like, because every quest line I think we've had so far, to get the limited vanities has been like gyms and fighting and stuff like that. I would love to see a demo where if you get like level 50 mining, level 50 woodcut, and level 50 whatever, that's how you beat the demo. Like just pure skilling, leveling, or like getting a certain amount of stocking up on a certain amount of materials, whether it's tin, copper, bars, you know, wood logs, etc. Like I would love to see a skilling challenge. We haven't seen that yet. We've seen 3 demos, and I believe all of them, they've had some demos where like you need to get like level 10 woodcut to travel or like do certain things in the storyline. But I would really like to see, we've seen a storyline based one, this is a battle based one, and then something else. I would love to see an eventual skilling based challenge to get the vanity. All right, I blinked and now it's 2 gyms done. I think you could speed run this in like an hour or 2. I think the dev was saying that it was supposed to be like intended to be like a multiple day grind, but now it's like 1 to 2 hours because of all the battle engine bugs. So I mean, as players, you just try to take advantage of that, unfortunately, right? We're in Violet City. We need to go northwest and head over to Ekritik. We're on to the 3rd gym, boys. If we could get this done, we could try to practice some skilling, or maybe just get back to PokeMMO if we want to, you know? I haven't seen a mushroom like this. I assume this is forageable. I've said this once, but I'll say it again. One of the coolest things is the intuitiveness towards foraging. Every little plant that looks out of place, I'm like, wow, I wonder if I could forage that. I head over and I try to forage it, and it works like every time. I have not tried to forage something yet where it didn't really work. I think I've been able to like pretty easily see what is forageable and what isn't. I still need to find a secret area. Apparently there's multiple secret areas. I still haven't seen anything, which makes me so sad. One of my favorite parts of classic RPGs, like Dragon Quest style RPGs, is that be able to like pass through a certain like hole in the wall and find a little secret area. I've not found one yet. I found them in previous demos, but not this one quite yet. Look how pretty this tree is. And this little entryway, I assume, to Ekritik City, or just more to the. There's more route. Am I going the wrong way? Let me see. No. This is right. Yeah, Route 37 leads north into Ekritik City. Okay. Wait, we found my... We saw my parents fight yesterday on stream. He makes a return in day 2. I hope things get better, dude. And now we get to appreciate once again the beautiful pixel art of PokeForce. I think this is one of the massive strong suits. Are these like graves? Here lies Zabuka, the master architect. There were previous graves yesterday on day 1 relating to like actual real Pokemon figures and like Pokemon lore. Is this the gym? Yeah, this is the gym. Okay. Someone said you can't heal. There's no Poke Center here at Ekrotique. I wonder if these are still bugged. Ah, no. Yesterday, that was one of my favorite bugs. Yesterday, I interacted with the statue. And if you interacted with the statues would heal you. They were bugged to act as Poke Centers, which was amazing. If I put these in and out of the PC, will it heal them? I think it did. Yes. So if you need to... Okay. Apparently there's no PC over here. If you need to heal your Pokemon, put it in the box and pull it back out, and that should fix it. That should fix it, I believe. Okay. Don't use the PCs, they'll eat your Pokemon? What do you mean? Wait, what? PCs eat Pokemon? Mine's fine. Mine didn't get eaten. Don't use the PC. This is a developer saying, don't use the PCs. There's a 50% chance of it deleting your Pokemon. PCs are turbo bugged. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This has easily been simultaneously both. It's gonna sound crazy at first. It's my favorite, but also probably the worst demo. I'm gonna be on it. Like, I think this has been my favorite demo, while simultaneously being the worst demo / like maybe the best demo and the worst demo. We've seen the most amount of content added to the game. We've seen amazing skilling progress and amazing mechanic progress and amazing UI changes, and the game looked more real than ever. This definitely felt like the first time where I was playing this reminds me of other Pokemon MMOs that are out and have microtransactions, which makes me sad, right? And I think it's obviously like not a complete game and not a full game. It's beautiful chaos. This game is, if this game was released and had microtransactions, I would be flaming it relentlessly, but still praising the beautiful skilling and like the potential. It's kind of perfect. The fact that it's a demo, a free-to-play demo, where we're here to play test. It's not an early access. It's not beta. It's not alpha. This is exactly what it should be. It's what it should be. And it is beautiful chaos. It's been a beautiful mess. I think it's the same words that I've used to describe. It's continuing to be the case, but it's becoming less messy every single day, every single update, every single developer, connection, them talking to us. It's becoming less and less messy. I'm gonna learn Stealth Rocks. Oh shit. I doubt Stealth Rocks work, correct? That'd be my guess. Okay, Sableye down. This is the final gym, by the way. Every time I click Rock Throw, it's trying to teach Stealth Rock to my Onix. That's a really funny battle bug every single time. That's amazing. That's actually so funny that I don't mind it as much. Let's try this again. Rock Throw. Let's see. I click Rock Throw. End of turn 6. Rock Throw again. End of turn 6. Oh my god. No, I'm looping. Try to learn Stealth Rocks. Okay, the battle system is... yeah. Whew. I'm having fun, though. Like, I'm laughing and, like, I don't know. I'm enjoying the battle system, even though it's hilariously broken, And it's not like... If it was like, okay, if the gym fights were like really challenging and it was like, oh fuck, I lost this fight because of this battle bug, that would suck, right? I'm kind of just laughing along the way while spamming Rock Throw to get my Petal Cloak. Like, I'm having a fun time. Playing this kind of gives me more empathy to the PokeMMO devs. Dude, that should be something... Oh, I'm bugged again. Oh, no. Should be something people factor in, man. It's not as easy as it seems to make a Pokemon MMO. People try and have resources and energy at their disposal, and sometimes this still... Like, it's really difficult, dude. Yeah, we don't have an ETA on release date for this game, and I think we're not close. Someone said, do you think realistically 2 to 3 years till launch? Probably. I think 1 to 2, like, maybe I'm being idle. I think 1 to 2 years. I think 2 years around might be a good guess. That's not any information from the devs. That is a player's, like, total guesstimate who has 0 dev experience. So please take that with a full can of salt. Yeah, I would say about around 2 years would be my guess. I would say around 2 years. I could see 1 year putting out like a long form playable demo or like alpha game, but I think around 2 years until a base release game. Okay, we beat that trainer. There's probably 1 or 2 more trainers left, but there's a server update in 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna take on this next fight. I'm just gonna wait until the servers update. We can come back in. We'll fight this trainer. I don't want to be in the middle of the battle and have to take the L. So there's a big hallway here. This is the last trainer. So it's this trainer and then the gym leader, and we're done the challenge. We're done the pedal cloak. I'd like to go test a little bit more of the skilling, but I don't know if there's even that much more to explore at this point besides just the beauty of the stacking, which I think the most impressive thing from this demo by far in my, which maybe I was like ecstatically excited, was the tutorial island. They did a tutorial island and an onboarding tutorial when you loaded up this game, and that is something that I think PokeMMO honestly desperately needs for things like the breeding system and for other things like that. You know, I was really impressed, thoroughly impressed by the tutorial island. So that was my favorite part of the entire demo so far. And I feel like that really might have gotten me my skilling fill in. I would have loved to sit there more and like grind more on Storyline, but it wouldn't let you. You had to continue on. Okay, there's already a million bugs. I'm gonna try to do something. We're gonna bug test. I'm gonna try to Pokeball this trainer's Pokemon. You cannot use it. Okay, so we at least have that implemented, okay? I'm just water gunning. Dude, I'm cooked, man. With my Onix dead, it makes it pretty hard to win this, I'm not gonna lie. Level 12 versus level 6 Wooper. I'm just water gunning for 2 damage each turn. Try using a normal type move for me, says the PokeForce dev. I'm down. Let's see if we can attack a ghost type with quick attack. Let's see if it works. I use tail whip after clicking quick attack. Okay, well, this turn we quick attack for sure, okay? Try attacking it, Pat. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it works. Can I just hit ghost types? It seems like that's correctly coded. There's no message. It doesn't tell me at all what happened. It doesn't. I use quick attack again after clicking tackle. It uses the same move twice a lot, which is weird. Let's try tackle. Yeah, no damage. I am in an absolute stall fest versus this Duskull. I'm gonna try to switch Pokemon. I heard yesterday switching Pokemon was really bugged, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to go Chingling. Rattata is still shown as out. Oh, did I bug it? I heard that switching your Pokemon was bugged. Let me just try to like tackle here. Go Ching. Okay. It's not in the correct order at all. Is Shadow Sneak gonna like one-shot me? This is like super effective. I did like no damage. Wait, no, it's not super effective. I'm bad at Pokemon. Okay. Let me figure out how to... I know Astonish. Okay. I use Wrap. I click Astonish. What? Okay, the moves are really weird. I like pretty clearly clicked Astonish. Nightshade. Okay, let's come on, do something. Come on, Chingling. Come on. Okay, we're gaming. Okay, huge. Okay, winnable. I have to just... Apparently servers are also resetting again. I have to finish this fight so I'm not in the middle of a fight when server reset happens. Okay, I did just get logged out mid-fight. Someone said have fun walking back. No shot. Ekrotique has no PC. I'm gonna have to walk back from Violet City to Route 36 to Route 37 all the way back to Ekrotique just to attempt the gym again and do all the trainers again. That fucking sucks. Wait, just kidding? We're saved? Wait, how did that work? Wait. We didn't die? Wait, let me get Peepo Jam off the screen. Wait, it didn't. I thought that would for sure send us back. It would count as a death and send us back to the PC. Wait, my Onix is revived? Okay, we game. Yo, we actually abuse all the quirks and bugs. We can still finish. We can still get Petal Cloak in a sec. Okay, we actually 3-shot the Spirit Tomb lead. Our Onix is level 3 HP. Oh, we miss our rock throw. Okay, it's fine. Screech. I'm curious if we could one-shot the Shuppet. We're level 17 versus level 10 now. I feel like it's gonna be really close to one-shot. Okay, I do not understand the damage. The damage rolls, I've never felt more not understanding of damage rolls in Pokemon than in PokeForce. Soon we'll be changing the formula to the scaling formula for the battles to copy your highest level Pokemon rather than your average. Better get the cosmetic easily while you can. That's, dude, everybody go get the cosmetic, do the gyms now. Yeah, that's abuse the bugs to our advantage. Dig it, Chad? We're almost there. We have 2 fights left. Okay, this is the fight of a lifetime. I think I can survive 1 more Shadow Sneak. I do 2 damage per water gun. I need him to use like 2 moves that are useless, or 1 move. That is how much does that do? Only 2 damage? Okay, but that also puts it in range. I need to hit him with 2 more water guns. I don't know if I have any other mons that can attack the ghost types. That's fine. That's 2 damage. 3 damage. That's fine. He just can't use Shadow Sneak. Disable. What else? A lot of stuff is... Wait, what just happened? My water guns fail? Just don't... No! Oh, no, that might be it. Oh, that's tough. That's so tough. I'm down to Rattata and Sandshrew. My Sandshrew knows, like, Poison Sting. I think it does 1 damage per hit. I think it might be G. I think I might lose. I might lose the fight, dude. Should I try to Sand Attack? Someone said Sand Attack either does nothing or it makes it so he always misses every attack. It's one or the other. Classic PokeForce battle engine. I don't know which one it is. Has anyone tested Sand Attack? Can I ask anyone to check? Can we call on a friend? Just Poison Sting? I think I need to hit it 3 times. I think Poison Sting is the safer option. Yeah, I do 1 damage per hit. I would just Poison Sting. I think he like one-shots me with Shadow Sneak. Oh no. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. 9 damage exactly. I'm 20 HP. Who said a fucked battle system still can't be exciting? And we hit the poison. Okay, dude. The final fight of the entire demo is up next. But I think I'm bugged. I'm bugged. No. I have to just fight her again, dude. That's so frustrating. That is a frustrating bug. I have to just fight her again. And I'm at the same HP. Wait, what happened? Oh, this sucks. I might be in a loop. I might be in an unstoppable loop. Not the Shadow Sneak turn 1. It's 3 shots if I crit, I think. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, dude, I'm Groundhog Dayed. Someone said I'm Groundhog Dayed in Pokemon, man. No. That's fucked up. Don't. Okay, can we live that? Huge. Okay, on its living post Spirit Tomb is massive. It makes the rest of the fight way more easy, way more doable. I wish I had some sort of heals. Okay, I'm actually Groundhog Dayed. My Pokemon got de-leveled. My Onix got de-leveled and back to the same HP. I don't know what to do. I might have to like leave and re-enter. That's so sad. I'm literally at the final boss of the entire... Like, if I beat this guy, I can go on to the end, and I beat this guy like 2 or 3 times. And I can't continue onward. I actually don't know what to do. It's really unfortunate. Relog and trade. Yeah, we'll try that. It's just really unfortunate. I'm like Groundhog Dayed, which is kind of funny. But my levels are being reset and stuff. Okay, I'm going to try to fight her 1 more time. I closed the game and reloaded it up. Oh, now I can't even fight her. Oh, now I'm like fully locked. Huh. Ah! Yo, I got... Wait. Alicia, get Vins too. Get Vins too. I beat our king of pass. Yo, Alicia, help the king. Yo, I just got teleported by a dev. Thank you so much. Don't forget my boy Vins, okay? My king, my hero. A fellow gamer. I can't leave him behind. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. How do you do that? No, I got teleported by a dev. Alicia, yes, get him. Come on. I have no idea if Alicia's... Yeah, let's go, dude. Vins is saved. Let's go, my boy. Fucking shout out to Alicia. That's amazing. This is some... I don't think this guy's watching stream. I think this is some random person. That was amazing, dude. Element, look, dude. No, dude, that was awesome. This guy's like, what happened? Yes. Dev saved us. That's so funny. That's so... Never leave a man behind. I can't... That was streamer privilege, and I couldn't abuse that without saving my boy. That was awesome. Okay. Whew, that was so much fun, honestly. Once again, this has been the most fun I've had in a demo, but it's also been the messiest by far. The Gengar statues are so cool. Let's go ahead and jump into the final battle. You know what? Let me turn on the in-game PokeForce music for the final battle. I wonder if they'll have like specific music for this fight. I mean, already, I don't know if it'll trigger a special music, but let's try this. Let's jump into it. Welcome, Trender. You stepped into these hallowed grounds looking for a battle. The spirits that reside here are restless. Shall we give them a show? I'll try my best. No, I can't fight her. Wait, let's see if it... This is so bugged. I can't battle her. Okay, this is quite bugged. Okay, I'm being told there's another server update happening that I think they're fixing the level bug, the level scaling after this server update, which will super fuck my run. That you did this to yourself, Pat. You said it was weak. I was trying to speed run it because of that. I'm gonna try to bug it out. I'm gonna be honest, dear PokeForce devs, I'm gonna try to break your game right now. I'm gonna enter this fight, hoping that it will lock in the levels that they have. Level 16. Did it already do it? Oh no, I'm already fucked. No, I'm already doomed. I have to like, okay. To be fair, I'm a little tilted. Yes, it is too easy. And yes, I was trying to abuse. I'm a little tilted. That's kind of frustrating. I only didn't get it done in time because of bugs, which sucks. But I guess I only would have gotten it done that far because of bugs. It's the you give and you take. Okay, we're back in. Let me get rid of this Peepo Jam. I guess we just try. I don't know if I can beat this fight though now. I don't have any heals. We might be cooked. Okay, well that worked. That didn't bug at all. I was able to get into the fight again, which is nice. No bug there. Let's just see what happens. I have no heals. Maybe I could like Omega set up Curse. The ground liquefies with writhing mire. Oh my god, this is the final fight of the game. How's the music? Yeah, let me crank that a little bit. I really enjoy it. This is already like much more hype and much more exciting than most other tracks. My biggest critique yesterday was like a little too chill and cozy, but like battle music wasn't working as well. I like this. I mean, I'm no music, you know, I'm no instrumental enthusiast where I can like properly critique things. I just like things and don't like things. I dig this. Okay. That was a little funny little pattern. Rock throw, or should I curse? Should I try to set up against this thing? Is that my best bet? I feel like that's going to be my best bet. Shadow sneak. It's not my best bet. I'm cooked. I'm already dead. I don't know how I can beat this. Now, if you lose, you don't like go to the start, correct? At least that's how it worked for me. Maybe I should. I missed my rock throw. Okay, he missed his. I don't know if cursing. I can't heal. I can't sustain it all. So now I just rock throw. Oh, I think I'm cooked. I think I don't know how this is winnable. Oh man, if I heal up, I might be able to 1v6 with curse setup and like pop off, yeah. But right now I'm just so... My next best mon is Chingling. So I bring them in and just spam Astonish, but it's level 8 versus level 16. I think we literally just lose from here. That's unfortunate. My Onyx being at the HP it was at and not being healed and like all the weird stuff, that's just awkward. Okay, I think I've lost this fight once or twice already. This is attempt number 3, I believe. My best bet, I think, is going to be trying to... I think every time I lose, I have to just log out and reset. The only way I beat this is if I set up with Curse a million times and it becomes livable. I'm going to try that for a little bit. If I have to leave here and go like train my Pokemon or just heal up. If I just like heal up and have some potions in between the fights, that might be what I need, but we're gonna try. Okay, that's good. He feint attacked. That was huge. I thought we're assuming curse works here. I feel like it does. Maybe I'm pretty sure it does. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've used it throughout the... Okay, that sucks. It seems to have lowered the damage previously in previous fights. I've been using curse the whole run and it felt like it's been working, but I could be wrong. I did 4 damage. Never mind. We're cooked. I feel like this is unwinnable. I'm genuinely in a really insane pickle now, unfortunately. So my party is a level 16 Onyx. That's low HP. If I leave this, I have to go refight everything, which is going to bring my Onyx to a lower level, which is then going to make him, or lower HP, sorry, then make it harder to do this fight still. Everything is scaling to my max level now. So if my Onyx level 16, the whole fight scales to that. I can't just go level. I can't just go heal. I'd have to go like level all my entire party. Because the change happened, the scaling level at the exact worst possible time for me, at the exact like last few fights, it totally cucks me, unfortunately. I think my best bet is to try to buy heals off someone. You got cucked hard? Yeah, this feels really unfortunate. I either have to like just leave here and go XP train for like hours. I assume, like my whole team. Or try to get a potion off someone and try to win with Onyx. Those are the 2 options. Okay, people are on a rescue mission right now, trying to bring me potions. I don't know how much potions should cost. I'll pay you 1k per potion. I don't know if that, I have no idea what the meme is. I'm hoping if I can get my Onyx to full HP that we can do this. Also, Rumel, if you're here, I would love to attempt to trade my Onyx to you and then back and forth to see if it heals it. I kind of doubt it does. Yeah, this is a Saving Private Patrouski mission because of how awkward the server updates and the timing was. Okay, I really want to see if this works. I'm going to attempt to trade Rumel my Onyx, and we're going to trade back and forth and see what happens. I really would like this to full heal my Onyx. That's what I really, really need. Saving Private Patrouski. Okay, now Rumel runs off with my Onyx, and I'm... Wait, I could just go fight it with the level 30 Raticate. That's so fucked up, though. That is streamer privilege. But I'm going to be honest. This game is so... I have bad news. What happened, Rumel? Your Onyx is gone? We traded it. My Onyx is gone? It deleted it from the game? What the fuck? What is happening? Okay, I'm going to go... Rumel, I'm going to use your Onyx. Wait, is that okay? Let me get permission first. May I try to use your Onyx to try to do this fight? It has, what's it called, right? It's Naughty Nature. Please use it. Okay. I'm going to try this. I'm getting Omega stream privilege carried. Did the game break again? I can't fight the gym leader again. It's bugged again. Okay. This is the bugs are starting to become frustrating. It was fun. It was funny for a while. I literally, dude, the infamous quote of, you know what? It's been the most fun demo because of all the fun mechanics, but also the most frustrating because of the bugs. But thankfully the bugs haven't impacted the ability to, you know, complete the challenges because it's pretty easy. But now they made it harder, but now all the bugs are still there. So now it's cooked. Okay, we traded and canceled and it fixed it. I'm going to try. Shout out to Finns in Rumel for coming to my time of aid. Having Raticate is going to change all their levels to 30, but I think with like Crunch Raticate, I think I can just sweep. I think this is like good enough to kill everything though. I can do damage. They probably can't hit. They can't hit me with Shadow Sneak. They can't hit me with yeah, this is okay. The Raticate might be meta again. Crunch Raticate might be meta again. The same way it was in previous demos. Woof. Okay. This is the final fight. This is it. It's very impactful and epic the way I'm spamming Grunge, I'm gonna be honest. Guys, don't worry. Look, my Onyx is actually okay. Rumel sent me this screenshot. Why does it just turned into a yellow square? What happened here? There's like no Pokemon there at all. Dude, that is so... My Onyx literally got sacrificed for this battle. For us to win the challenge and get the Petal Cloak, a sacrifice had to be paid. And Onyx is the king. The Rock Snake Soldier who paid that sacrifice for us. We've got to appreciate that for the rest of the demo. Level 32 Ghastly, it's higher level. Okay. Crunch should do a lot of damage here. Raticate is insane. Nightshade doesn't affect us. Shadow Sneak we dodge. We one-shot the stupid Ghastly. See you later. There's one Pokemon left. There's one Pokemon left. Misdrevious. This is the final Pokemon between me and the Petal Cloak. Shout out to Finns. Shout out to Rumel. I couldn't have done this without you guys. This was a frustrating, really fun along the way. Became less fun towards the end. I'll be honest. Became less fun towards the end. I don't think you can simultaneously have difficult battles and a broken battle system. I think that's where it like becomes... The broken battle system was funny because it like the battles were so easy, but once you make it difficult too, it kind of makes it a little more frustrating. Is that it? Are we done? Congratulations, you earned the Petal Cloak. We did it, fellas. We did it. Shout out to Rumel, to Finns, to Alicia for teleporting me, for Jack for being in the chat the entire time, to Captain Lavender for the sprite work and all their involvement in chat. Shout out to the PokeForce devs. This looks sick. This is like totally my kind of vanity. The little you immediately equip it. I actually really, really like this vanity. You are now stuck. Can I even escape rope? Yeah, because I'm fucking bugged. It bugged where this came back up. Okay, I can escape rope. That's amazing. But now I need to wait. I need to trade Rumel. Wait, no. I have to make my way back. I'm in Violet City. I have to make my way back to trade Rumel. But after we do that, we're gonna do that. But after we do that, that's gonna be the end of my journey. That is gonna be the end of my PokeForce journey. All I want to do in this demo is beat the challenge and move on, because honestly, this was a broken demo. This was a very, very broken demo. And it was still, I would argue, this was the most broken demo so far. But they also showed off the most amount of content, right? We saw the most amount of new things, fresh things. We have a new vanity. I'm going to keep echoing the same sentiment, but if this was a fully released game or a game that was accepting payment or microtransactions, my tone would be very different. Because it's not those things, this is not an alpha, not a beta, literally a demo, right? And it's meant to, we're basically playtesting for them as a community. Because of that, I do think this was a success, but it was a messy, scrappy, you know, hanging on by a thread success. It's pushing it pretty close. But I think because we found a bunch of bugs, we're working on them. The devs are working on them. The demo's only been out for 24 hours and 30 minutes as the time I'm recording this. It's literally only been out for barely 24 hours, and we fixed massive bugs. Massive battle bugs, massive teleportation things, the trainers getting, you know, stuck in stuff. There's a lot of stuff being fixed. A lot of stuff. They're making a giant notepad document, a giant list of things that need to get fixed. This is going to make massive progress for PokeForce and towards the eventual release of the game, which I think we're probably, as a, once again, guesstimate, 2 years away from a full release of PokeForce. But yeah, this was a crazy journey that I'm kind of excited to be over, but I'm also really glad I did. I wouldn't have wanted to not do this. I'm really, really glad we did this, and it was so much fun. So shout out to the PokeForce devs. To be honest with you guys, you have a lot of work to do, but you have the thought process. That's like, you have the thought process. I've seen you do it. I want to keep seeing it. I want to see more. I'm excited to see what PokeForce has to come. We need more time, another year or two, I would argue. But this game could be great, and greatness takes time. Thank you guys for your hard work. Just because we're critiquing a ton and like calling the negatives does not mean we don't appreciate your hard work. Does not mean we don't really appreciate all the love you put in this game. All the involvement in the community, constantly being in stream chats, constantly jumping on top of things, fixing players' problems live on stream, whether it's my own or Vin's, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Like the PokeForce journey. Dislike if you didn't. Subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Prime, Switch subs, and HelloFresh. Most important thing this month, HelloFresh. Link in the description. It takes care of some of your shopping for you. Get some grocery shopping done, and you support your content creator that hopefully you enjoy, or hopefully has helped your PokeMMO journey, your PokeForce journey. Thanks so much for being here. Couldn't do without you. I love the PokeMMO community. It's come so far in the past 4 years, and we have more to go. Let's get to it. See you guys tomorrow. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here, and I wanted to thank you personally for watching the video until the very end. I really, really appreciate that. And if your name is on this list, thank you to the moon and back, because you allow me to even make these videos by supporting the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.